man, we've been working together for a long time, man. I really like watching him work. We did a comedy competition not too long. I'm gonna tell this story, man, and he killed. He had a great set, and it wasn't number two black people. So I was like, well, I guess he got it. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't gonna be me, but I ended up winning. Hey, man, he should have got it, man. But this is my guy, man. I think y'all gonna really love him. Give a nice round of applause for Mr. Mo Green.
Clap it up for Chris Brown, all the young comedians that went up and did their thing. Are y'all enjoying yourselves, man? Y'all enjoying yourselves? I love this. This is a beautiful bar. It's very eclectic, you know. It got like a real nostalgic look, you know what I mean? It's like an episode of Stranger Things, you know what I'm saying? But it was produced by Lee Daniels, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's only one black dude in Stranger Things. He got a fucked up box. That shit ridiculous. He don't got no shape up in the front. It's just like a Harlem tunnel, you know what I mean? It's terrible, man. It's a beautiful crowd. Clap it up for yourselves for looking so gorgeous, man. Clap it up, looking good, looking good. You know? But it's unfortunate. The older we get, our looks start to fade. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. None of us looks the same that we looked like 20 years ago. You probably wasn't even alive 20 years ago. That's why there's an advantage of being ugly your whole life. Because it prepares you for the ugliness that you're going to have to deal with once you're old. I say that to say this. It's a lot of beautiful motherfuckers in this room. 20 or 30 years from now, y'all going to be depressed as shit. Your fine ass going to be depressed. Your handsome ass going to be depressed. You gorgeous, you're going to be depressed. You pretty, man. You know you're going to be depressed. You're going to be okay, man. This man ain't going to need no type of therapies. Here it is. I'm kidding, man. You're handsome, too. You look like if Harry Potter did taxes. You had an I-9 or W-4? Casting spells. Good credit. No. Harlem, man. Gentrified. You can see chicks with spandex, white chicks, booty cheeks running, and a homeless dude following at the same time in the park. That shit is crazy, man. You know, and I love doing shows in different places. Even though I'm a bigger guy, I don't like confrontation. I'm always concerned about the thugs that's gonna be there. And I heard there was a lot of thugs in Harlem. And there's some thugs right here in this room, yo. Especially like within this vicinity right here. But y'all thugs look weird. Y'all thugs look kind of strange. Y'all the type of thugs that are like steal my identity, but then improve my credit. And there's nothing wrong with good credit, but you can't go from 500 credit to 800 in one day. It's gonna raise some red flags, and my black ass gonna get thrown in prison, and prison is not a good look for me. Because in the streets, I know some of y'all thought this, I kind of look like George Foreman. Fuck y'all for laughing. But in prison, I look like Amber Rose. Kanye West's ex-girlfriend. She has a bald head, big booty, light skin, just like me. In prison, we're practically identical twins. And you don't want to be Amber Rose's twin in prison, Harry Potter tax man. You will become the main course. That's like being beef patties around Jamaicans. Hey, yo. That's like being spaghetti around Italians. That's like being cats.
Don't do it.
Around
Don't do it.
Asians. Well, some of y'all laughing, and the don't do it guy is judging me. But we know for a fact the meat texture of the Chinese food is different. You thought that was General Tso's chicken? That's General Tso's kitten, man. And when you eat it too fast, you probably go, meow. And I know that sounds kind of racist, but I have not seen any Asians in the room. It is okay to talk shit about folks if they're not in the room. I learned that from white people. Because I feel like racism is therapeutic. feel like racism is necessary. I feel like racism is as much of a pastime as apple pie and baseball. I'm not talking about disenfranchising anybody. I'm not talking about harming anyone. You know what I'm saying? But if your boss is a jerk to you at work, or like somebody cuts you off in traffic and they're not of your ilk, you're gonna want to say a few choice words. Keep it real, you know. And if you keep it bottled in, you know, it's like poop. It builds up in your body. It builds up in your body. It builds up in your body. You gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? Take a shit at home. Say the N-word at home. Now that I gave this man permission to say the N-word at home, if a black person pisses him off, he gonna say it so much, it's gonna sound like the music at the beginning of Pulp Fiction. It's gonna Do you think Marcellus Wallace is a bitch? And I will rain down with anger, fire, and fury, and you will know I am the Lord when I bring my vengeance upon thee. MC. That's my time. Thanks a lot. I'm just fucked up. I just left right. Oh man, doing better. I'm trying to do better in life. Trying to step my game up. You know what I'm saying? Got myself a full-time job. You know what I mean? With the benefits, lost 25 pounds. Got myself some, you know what I mean? Trying to get sexy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get sexy, you know what I'm saying? You know, got myself some life insurance. Clap it up if you got life insurance. Some of y'all motherfuckers ain't clapping. Life insurance like $7 a month. You pay for OnlyFans, $10 a month. You're not clapping. Come on, man. If you can pay for the titties, you can pay for your casket. That's fucked up, man. I'm just playing. Life insurance is a good thing to have because obviously, you know, until Elon Musk invents the nanotechnology to make us live forever, we ain't gonna be here, so we gotta take care of our loved ones when we pass on. Also, life insurance is a good thing if you've like left a pretty uneventful life. The only thing they're gonna remember is that you broke them off for the policy. They're gonna forget the fact that you sold baby food for crack. Because you're breaking them off for the policy. They're gonna forget the fact that you slept with your best friend's mother. Because you're breaking them off for the policy. Me, I'm happy I got my insurance because before I got my policy, the only thing I was gonna leave my fan was my PlayStation. And I don't got that many games. Got a real limited library. Got the game that come with the system. And it's the PS4. It's not even a new one, it's the PS4. At least I can step my game up and get PS5, man. Gotta step your game up. You can't stay stagnated, man. That's why for the first time in 10 years, I got myself some new bed covers. Yeah. I got myself some new sheets. Men don't care about no new sheets. The only reason why men care about sheets is because he got a woman. The only reason why he care about sheets is because he got a woman. He care about sheets because he got a woman. He care about sheets because he got a woman. If these men did not have women, they would ride them sheets till the wheels fell off, man. We don't do this shit for us. We do it for the buns. But you know the tariffs is real high. The prices is real. Where the Doge money at, man? We're supposed to get $5,000. Eggs is still expensive. I love omelets and I love breakfast more than I love bedding. So you know what I had to do? I got my sheets from Dollar General, yo. And if you know anything about them Dollar General sheets, they got a real low thread count. They're very, very coarse. It's like you laying inside a bowl of shredded wheat. You need a pedicure just to get in your bed comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got them corn chips feet with that shredded wheat bed, you happen to, it's liable to cause a fire. I think that's how all the blades got started in Los Angeles earlier this year. Some dude ain't have no pedicure, hopped in his shredded wheat bed. Half of Hollywood is gone. Half of Hollywood is in a blaze. The Hollywood sign is burning, man. Stepping my game up, man. Stepping my game up. I've been with my lady for the past 18 months. Y'all hating, man. Y'all took too long to clap on that shit. This is the most faithful I've been in 10 months. I'm proud of myself. She Hispanic. If I stab pussy, you gonna stab me. If I stab some pussy, she gonna stab me, man. My lady's Puerto Rican. She's petite. And she's a professional lawyer. You know what that means? That's my life insurance policy. I don't got no real policy. She's just breaking me off. She hit me with the money. Kick her sons out the world, put me in that shit. Kick her sons out the world, put me in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love my lady, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, after you with somebody for like a year, you know, like some of their idiosyncrasies start to pop up, and you know, you start to find things that might annoy you about them a little bit. And me and my lady was on the verge of breaking up because she loved me, she supports my career, you know what I'm saying? She did everything for me, but she's not really skilled in the domestic area. She don't use no fabric softener in the laundry, yo. My clothes be all crunchy and stiff. When I put my suits on, I feel like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz, you know what I'm saying? And this gonna make black folks mad. She only use one dryer sheet for 2 loads of clothes. One dryer sheet for black people use 7 dryer sheets for 1 pair of drawers. 7 dryer sheets for 1 pair of drawers. And she mixed the colors with the whites. I said, this is not the dream that Dr. King had in mind. When it comes to mixing my clothing, colors, and whites, I'm very, very racist. Like David Duke. I gotta find the right name for that. I can't think of a white racist, man. You know, Donald Trump? So I said, all my wife beaters was pink. So when you look at my underwear drawer, I look like the biggest supporter of breast cancer awareness. But you know, I've been a man whore most of my life. You know, she finally settled me down. And it's like, you get temptation, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're with your significant others, I'm not gonna point nobody out. But everybody, Gandhi was tempted, Jesus was tempted, you know what I'm saying? They said Martin Luther King had sex tapes. Yeah. Oh, you know, imagine his sex tapes. Oh, I'm about to come all over your titties and breasts. You gonna feel the sperm in the back of the room. Oh. It was like low, like audio quality, so, you know what I'm saying? The audio was terrible in the 60s. Nah, but it's like, what are some of the things that we can do to, like, you know, stay faithful to our significant others when we're faced with the clutches of temptation? Because, you know, everybody get tempted. So what are some of the things we can do, you know? You got your work wife always trying to flirt with you, you get horny and shit. You want to snatch her booty cheeks. No, when you get that feeling, transfer it, go home and snatch your girlfriend's booty cheeks, man. You got this chick, you want to send her a dick pic, you feeling kind of freaky. No, transfer the energy, send your lady a dick pic, man. Gotta be creative. Gotta use it. This thing is a supercomputer that can create anything that you put to your mind. Like the other day, I was making love to my lady. I was making love to my lady. I was making love to my lady. But I was thinking about somebody else. Is that faithful? Why ain't faithful? Why not? Because like my body's in the right place, right? But my heart in the wrong place, right? Y'all drive a compelling argument, even though you ain't talking too much, but y'all shaking your hands. I take that. So what if, you know, God forbid, you know, I get fall into the clutches of temptation, and I should be happening to making love to another woman, making love to another woman, making love to another woman. But I'm thinking about my lady though. That's faithful, right? My heart in the right place, right? My girlfriend hate that joke. And she's a licensed carrier. And if that shit come true, 6 of y'all gonna be carrying me in a casket, man. That's all I'm saying. But I'm happy I got my girl, because my ex broke up with me for the dumbest of reasons, man. My ex broke up with me because she wanted me to wait 90 days. Fuck Steve Harvey, man. 90 days until it was time to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, until it was time to do the love thing. And I made it. I made it to the finish line. And when it was time to collect my trophy, when it was time to get my bouquet, she wanted me to use a condom. Ugh. I told her I can't use condoms because it fuck with my pH balance. And by pH, I mean penis hardening. Because I'm 46 years old. Condom is like cock kryptonite. Whenever I put one on, I feel like a Vietnam veteran with both of his arms blown off from a dirty bomb. I can't salute. My sex soundtrack is... She gave me the dishonorable discharge. So it's a good thing we broke up. That's a nasty motherfucker, man. She was so dirty, whenever she got out of the bathtub, it looked like Saturn. You get it? Because it got a ring around it, you know what I'm saying? That's an astronomy age right there. This dude got a telescope in his bathroom. He's trying to see the meteor that passed the other day, the comet, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's not the reason why we broke up. Like, the real reason why we broke up, she's a younger lady, I'm an older man. At the time, I was 43, and she was 29. I just don't got the same drive that I had when I was in my 20s, man, you know what I'm saying? When I was in my 20s, I had the sex drive like a push-start engine on a 2026 Porsche. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Beating out the cops. Breaking the speed limit. Risking life for limb. Running red lights. That's sex on a period, Joe. Come on, stay with me, man. Jesus Christ. You gotta use towels, though. You gotta use the red towels, you know what I'm saying? Dollar General with the low thread count. You wanna get some cheap shit from the Dollar General, you know what I'm saying? Now, 46 years old, my sex drive is like the crank start engine on a 1920s Model T box Ford car, 0 to 60, never. Foreplay for me now is like this. Turn on the radio. I gotta start this old ass shit up again, man. Need a honey pack, you know what I'm saying? The Viagra for the whites. All right, here we go. He's in the army now. Yeah, the army. He's the boogie bugle boy from Company B. That's the soundtrack to my dick. 46, man. You know, it's not quite old. It's entry level old. You just paid your fare to get into the club old. When you're in your 40s, you just paid your fare to get into the club old. You know what I'm saying? When you in your 50s, you in the coat room of getting old. You understand what I'm saying? When you in your 60s, you in the dance room floor of getting old. You understand? When you in your 60s, you in the bathroom of getting old. When you in your 70s, you in the mezzanine, and 80s and above, you in the upper room. You know what I'm saying? 46 years old. Stuff be bothering me. Like sounds be louder for some strange reason. When you get older, like you get real irritable and catty. Lights seem brighter at night. Don't get 40. Like this shit is just killing me right now. I be feeling like everybody got their high beams on. And I'm the type, if you coming my way and I see you got your high, I'm flickering you. I'm flickering. Turn your lights, turn your high beams down. I'm flickering, turn your high beams. But then the lights get even brighter. They ain't have their high beams on, just my eyeballs is old, man. Getting very, very irritable. Very, very irritable and aggravated. I'm starting to really hate CVS, man. CVS is terrible, man. They always understaffed. They put everything behind, especially in the hood, they put everything behind a glass case. They put toothpaste behind a glass case. They put deodorant. They put condoms behind a glass case. And I'm thinking to myself, since when did shoplifters become so sexually responsible? If you late for work, you gotta take a leak and your lady is in labor. Never stop at a CVS because you're gonna miss all those things, man. They always have to stop, you know what I'm saying? They got the glass, got the button on the glass here, boom, you push the button, nobody ever comes. Nobody ever shows up because it's only one person, man, the whole, she doing the pharmacy, she doing the janitorial, and she had the cash register. It's this long ass line, and it's always an elderly woman in the front of the line with a Bible long list of coupons, holding up life, trying to get a discount on some Friskies, and this chick don't even got no cat. She want to feed the birds and the pigeons and the squirrels on her back porch, and she's like haggling this poor clerk who's only 16 years old, and she don't want to be there. The only reason why she working there because she don't want to do the stripper pole, so she don't got no type of managerial skills to avoid shit off. But the old lady don't care. She still got to get her discount. She's like, pardon? In aisle 5, it says the Friskies are 4 for $5.99. You're trying to charge me $6.99. I need you to break that down. And I need to send a Western Union to my grandson, Jimmy. I love my Jimmy. He needs the money. We want to watch a lot of Charlie Chaplin movies on Netflix. I told him that used to be my boyfriend. My grandson didn't believe me, but I had these Polaroids. The Polaroids are the proof. I used to date Charlie Chaplin. He had such a beautiful mustache. He inspired Adolf Hitler. Not the genocide, just the facial hair. That's what you're dealing with when you stop at a CVS. You're going to get fired from the job. You're going to die from a bladder infection. Your lady going to have a baby on the front seat, all because you decided to stop at a CVS. $46, man. And I'm happy I made it to this age. Because a lot of times, black people don't be living that long, especially black males. Between diabetes, police brutality, child support, and the COVID vaccine, we are an endangered species. And as you get older, your priorities start to change. When I was young, I used to want to get some sex. Now that I'm older, I just want to get some sleep, man. I don't need pussy, I need pillows. I don't need the booty, I need the blankets. I don't need titties, I need Tempur-Pedic. Your sex goals change when you get older, you know what I'm saying? When you're young, it's all about the orgasm. When you're a man over 40, peeing after the orgasm feels better than the orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, you know, I have sex with my lady and I should happen to climax. I'm like, ooh, baby, that was good. Make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off. But when I pee after that shit, I'm like, shit! I'm like, baby, could you do that thing that made me pee after I came? It feels so wonderful. I need a cigarette and I don't even smoke. Newport Box 100s. You get strange injuries too when you get older, yo. Weird injuries, man. Like 2 weeks ago, I tore my ACL playing basketball. In my dreams, man. I hit the game when the shot Curry. Now I gotta take ice baths instead of bubble baths. Using Bengay like it's lotion. Going on my day smelling hospitally fresh. But I realized I was getting old when I realized I really do enjoy the taste of a pastrami Reuben. And for those that don't know, that's an old school sandwich with old school ingredients. It comes with Swiss cheese, Thousand Island, sauerkraut, that's convalescent cuisine. I have it every Thursday at 4 p.m. with a tapioca pudding and a yoo-hoo while watching the Golden Girls. I think Blanche is beautiful, and if they could bring her back to life, I would make her my boo-boo. Because Blanche got that boom, 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 boom. Thank you for being a friend. Drive around the road and fuck y'all. You're too slow, you're too slow. It's the amphetamines. I don't know what y'all doing out here. Your heart is true. You're a and give it up for the scared church. Give it up for the scared church. Okay. Enrique Iglesias, I get it. I don't say that jump with a Spanish accent. Thank you for being a friend. Bum, 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 bum. Blanche is beautiful. She's the reason why I love older women. I'm not talking 10 years older, I'm talking AARP. Because older ladies, they don't play no games. They iron your suit, read you a bedtime story, give you some of them soft, warm oatmeal, raisin cookies. You ain't never had cookies until you had grandma's soft, warm oatmeal, raisin cookies. With the walnuts, no diddy. Want to meet a lady so old, if I get her pregnant by accident, she will give birth to a college graduate. That baby go from maternity to fraternity immediately. Zuma cum baby, man. Now, my lady, she can still have children, you know what I'm saying? She's 47, I'm 46. But she don't want to mix old sperm with old eggs. You're gonna get elderly children, you know what I'm saying? Baby gonna come out sounding like Morgan Freeman, man. And I was in the womb for 9 long months. The doctor pulled on my head with a forceps and introduced me to the cruel, cold world. Maybe gonna come out crying like Joe Biden. Hey, come on, give me, Mom, I want some milk. Hey, what? That's the thing I fear the most, though. Not getting old, just having an old voice. Yeah, I just want to go downstairs and just, the kid's been around for 47 years. I don't know exactly. Your voice like this, kill yourself. Your voice like that, I just want to get it. I don't know what's going on. I just know I'm so old and everything. Your voice sound like ash. Ashy ass voice, man. I try to do this risque joke in Harlem, you know. Y'all either gonna love it, y'all gonna hate this motherfucker. Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. I got some time up here. Before I had my lady, you know, I was going through a dry spell. When you're going through a dry spell, you get kind of desperate. You do things that you normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And before, like, subjecting myself to buying prostitutes, cruising the streets trying to find these hoes for $10, I wound up hooking up with a butch lesbian. Stud. I was on this stud shit way before Drewski, man. Way before hoes, man. You don't think that's possible? You don't think because they dress like men, they don't sometimes get an itching for the dicking? Some of them chicks be having babies, and they can't all afford artificial insemination. Some of them chicks be taking dicks, man. I remember years ago, it was like this Facebook meme, and it was this pregnant stud, and she was like standing on a basketball court, and like her belly was all out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like the caption was like, "Dag, Lex, what happened?" She's like, "I was drinking with my niggas. Fucked around and got your boy pregnant." That shit diabolical, right? You can't. Don't judge me. It's a vagina down there. Don't. You can't sleep on like the stud coochie because a lot of them they don't like being touched. Like they're facilitators. They don't really like being like touched down there. So it's a lot tighter. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really be like shaving too much. You know what I mean? It's like real bushy and you know wildlife down there. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever want to like travel through the forest, but you was afraid of what would happen if you go in the woods, like fucking them. It's like a simulation. You understand what I'm saying? It's like your dick is the machete. We're looking for the pleasure. I'm looking for the pleasure. I'm looking for the pleasure. Oh shit, that's the wrong hole. It's a stink hole. So I'm about to have sex with a stud, right? And right before we had love, she put on a strap on. She said, "Bend over, motherfucker. I want to go first." And I was mad offended. Because that shit was white. It was bigger than mine. So how dare this woman bring this 4-inch abomination to the bedroom? That's what I don't understand about some lesbians. Not all lesbians. Some lesbians. Y'all claim y'all don't like men. I'm not looking at you, you know, just looking in this direction, you know. You fit the description a little bit, but I'm not really looking in that direction. Y'all claim y'all don't like men, right? But y'all use toys and apparatus that resemble penis for pleasure on yourself and others. If I was a lesbian, I would not want my toy to look nothing like a male genitalia. Fuck that. I would want my toy to look like a tongue, a fist, Wanda Sykes afro, anything that's not related to the male parts. That's why gay guys got to figure it out. That's why we got to figure it out, because you think. I said we, didn't I? No, I was a Freudian slip, man. You know what I'm saying? Faggy and slip. Nah, that guy's got to figure it out, because you'll never see a gay dude put on a fake vagina before he had sex, huh? That shit would look ridiculous. Could you imagine two gay dudes about to do Netflix and dicks, and right before they have love, he's like, "Chill, player. You don't even need no condoms. I got these pussy pull-ups." That shit would look ridiculous, man. It'd be all bulky. That shit like a pamper. This motherfucker look like Tommy from Rugrats. Take me there. Make a wish, close your eyes and count to 5. That's what he said before he hit it with the pamper on and shit. All I'm saying is if you claim you're a lesbian and use toys and apparatus that resemble penis for pleasure on yourself and others, that's like saying you're a vegan, but you eat celery that tastes like sausages. It's vegetables. But deep down, we know what you crave. Oh man. I'm gonna give y'all some history real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of history. It seems like we got like a broad range of ages here. I would say between the age of 25 and 40, like within that range. Anybody ever tell you like Denzel a little bit? Oh, you do it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But the one with the meme we have the cigarette where they say he fix cars and shit. No, I'm just playing. When he had a cigarette hang out of his mouth. No, I'm just playing. No. Let me give y'all some history. You know RuPaul, right? RuPaul, you better work. RuPaul. Who laughed at me? Who laughed at me? Oh man, you got the your hair is what's the chick that sang that song? I'm just a nasty girl. I'm just a nasty like Tinashe. I'm just a nasty girl. I'm just a nasty girl. That's what she reminds. That's all. I'm almost 50, but I be knowing sometimes. I be watching TikTok and Instagram. I'm just a nasty. It's like weird for a fat dude to be singing that song. I'm just a nasty girl. Now y'all really gonna believe I'm not straight. That's crazy. I'm just a nasty girl. I'm just a nasty girl. RuPaul wasn't the first really tall gay guy during the 90s. RuPaul was not the only really tall famous gay guy. It was another one for those that were around. If he wasn't around, your aunts or your uncles missed it. Yeah, I missed who he was. And I knew exactly who he was as soon as I saw him on that screen. And I know a lot of y'all that was around is thinking Dennis Rodman. He don't count. He had a wedding dress on Sports Illustrated. He was already out of the closet, you know what I'm saying? He was playing defense, grabbing balls. He was grabbing balls and shit, playing defense mad gay, you know what I'm saying? Now there's another one, but y'all missed it. Y'all know Montel Jordan? I know he's sick right now. But I gotta tell the truth, man. I gotta speak my truth. Remember Montel Jordan? This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I'm feeling alright. But that's not what made him gay. That is not what made him gay. I have been singing for 40 years of my life, and one thing I've learned is that in order to get some of the notes out, you gotta be a little bit extra and fruity with your expressions. Like there was a band in the 80s called Ready for the World. And they had this one famous song, let me love you down, you know what I'm saying? Down, you know what I'm saying? Down. I couldn't get the note out. Down, unless my wrist wasn't back. Down, and my toes wasn't pointed out. They had another song too. Oh, Sheila. Let me love you till Taxman Harry Potter. Love you till beautiful Puerto Rican couple. Love you till, you know, some beautiful black couple that's like with her for a little bit. Love you till Denzel with a cigarette in his mouth. Love you till Angie Stone, rest in peace. Love you till Tinashe. Love you till Enrique Iglesias. I could not get the note out till the, you know what I'm saying? I could not get the note unless my thumb, my index, and my ring finger was till the morning. I could not get the note out unless I was till the morning comes. That's not what made him gay. The part I realized he was gay was the part he was rapping. Because he was like, once upon a time in 94, now tell me no money, and I said, what's slow? And all they said was 6'8" he stood. And people thought that music. I said, this dude got a husband, because ain't no way in hell you wagging your finger while you spin your bars like that. I was thinking to myself, what if that's a joke that take me to the next level? What if that's a joke that make me famous? What if that's a joke that put me in the game? I'm at the Barclays, killing that shit. And Montel Jordan standing in front of the audience, staring at me, mad as a motherfucker. And then he confronted me backstage. This dude is 6'8". He will whoop my ass. You was talking all that shit, nigga. I'm looking over you like I'm looking over the balcony, bitch. You know how embarrassing it would be to get beat up by a dude that probably got a pink microphone and some bedazzled boots, and once he finished fucking me up, this is how we do it. Got him. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Shit would be embarrassing, man. Completely embarrassing. Now, been up here for a minute. I got a few more. Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna try this one. You know the comedian George Lopez? Yeah. You know George Lopez, you know what I'm saying? He's like the Michael Jordan of Mexican comedy. Like, wears nice suits, has a big ass head and like straight hair from like dudes from the 50s. George Lopez is a recipient of a kidney. You know what I mean? He had kidney failure like 20 years ago, and he got a kidney from his wife, his ex-wife. They were still together at the time, you know what I'm saying? And donating your kidney, that's one of the most loving things that a person could do for somebody else, you know what I'm saying? With any one of y'all, if he needed a kidney, now y'all been together for a little bit. You need a lot of bit before you can get a kidney. You know what I'm saying? Would you give him your kidney if you needed it, if he was compatible? Would you give the kidney if he was compatible? She's like, no, I'm a lesbian. I'm just playing. I know why I think I'm 25 years and my life is still time to get up that great big hill of hope. No, that's an inside thing for the white folks. 4-9 block. And I say, hey, yeah. Yeah, she's strong, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Ooh. Bow, 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 wow, wow. 25 years and my life is... Okay, fuck that, I'm just bullshitting. I can sing, yeah. But yeah, yo, she gave the kidney, and like George Lopez still cheated on her, man. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be a despicable, disgusting motherfucker to still get cheated on after you give away your kidney, man. I blame this all on the woman. This woman stressed this, yeah, man, because every time y'all do something nice for us, you want to throw it in our face every single time. You want to throw the kidney in my face, throw the kidney. And that's exactly what she did, man. She was stressing this motherfucker out, trying to get her way just because she gave him the kidney, man. She's like, baby, could you cook me breakfast? I am still sore from the surgery. If it wasn't for my kidney, would not be alive. Part of me is inside of you, so it's like we cooking together. It's like, aye! So he cooks the breakfast, and they have a wonderful, splendid display. And after the meal is over, she's like, baby, could you wash the dishes? I am tired from the cooking and still sore from the surgery. If it wasn't for my kidney, you would not be alive. Part of me is inside of you. So it's like we washing dishes together. And so George Lopez is distraught. He's frustrated. He's flustered. And all he wants is peace. Most times men cheat because we just want a little bit of peace. And we're not getting no peace at home, so we get peace somewhere else. No, I'm just bullshitting. We hoes. So he cheats on her in his house, in their bed that they built and put up together. She kicks the door open, she catches it, like, ay, lo siento, how could you do this to me? If it wasn't for your kidney, I would not be alive. Part of you is inside of me, so it's like we cheating together. I'm bullshitting, man. I just made that shit up. He's a fucking asshole. Now, I'm out of breath, man. I'm chubby. I can lose like 80 more pounds. You know you're getting fat when you get tired from talking? You know you get fat when you get out of breath from breathing? I'll be sleeping at night. I be scaring myself awake. It be feeling like somebody else in the room. be like, Luke, I'm your father. Breathing like Darth Vader out this bitch. May the snores be with you. But there's advantage to being a bigger guy because I feel like the fatter I am, the more I can do impersonations of famous fat people. You know, Biggie Smalls. It was all a dream. I used to read. It's like my man Puff said. The more money you make, the more problems you get. You can't do that impersonation unless you weigh 250 or better. Y'all know the rapper Big Pun? You know what I'm saying? Big Pun died in 1999. Rest It's so hard. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? I use that song as my ringtones as inspiration just to wake up in the morning, just to get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like this. You could catch me in the Cherry Red 150. Got the grizzly lock to the stizzy. Pop the cuzzy doing 60 down the one wizzy. I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. I ain't going nowhere. This dude died the next day. You can't do that impersonation unless you weigh 250 or better. Y'all know the comedian Lavelle Crawford? You know, you don't know who he is. You ever watch Breaking Bad? Better Call Saul? Hugh Babineau. So you gotta say Hugh Babineau to the white folks. They know what I'm talking about. He's a comedian too. Before anything. Well, he recently lost a lot of weight. He had a gastric bypass, right? And I overheard him having a conversation of how he used to have a hard time at the airports when he was big as a house. This is Lavelle Crawford. Man, I'm so glad I lost all this weight, you know what I mean? Because normally when you go to the airport, you gotta go about 2 or 3 hours in advance. I was so big, I had to go 10 hours in advance. Then when I finally get to the gate, I gotta put my right foot in, right foot out, right foot in, shake it all about. And then when I finally get on the airplane, I gotta get 2 seats in the middle, not on the wing. If I sit on the wing, the plane gonna be spinning. 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 You can't do that impersonation unless you weigh? Okay. I said better, but you know, it's good enough. Or more, you know what I'm saying? It's Harlem shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as I know, I don't have any children. I didn't meet my dad till I was 31. You know what he gave me? $200 in a handshake, man. I ain't seen him in 14 years. I miss my father, yo. That's the thing, like my mother, you know, being a black son, you know, our parents, they be pressuring us to have their grandkids, you know what I mean? Like regardless of how broke we are, just have the kids, fuck it. You just throw your sperm, whatever. And my mother be like, Mo, when you gonna make me some kids? Mo, when you gonna make me some grandkids? I said, when you let me have company past 10 p.m. I can't afford rent and hotels. My mother's a hater. This is preposterous, man. And this is the thing, like, my mother recently got saved. My mother recently found Christ. So she's no longer fornicating. She's no longer having sex in the house. So if she's not allowed to have sex in the house, nobody's allowed to have sex in the house. And it's some bullshit because my mother don't even go to church. My mother be sipping wine while watching YouTube sermons. You understand what I'm saying? My mother be sipping wine while watching T.D. Jakes, Tony Evans, and Joe Osteen. And I'm like, Dad, Mom, why you sipping wine? Why you watching church? Like, what you talking about? This the blood of Christ. This the breaking from the Bible. This is Ecclesiastes. This is the Passover. I said, Mom, I understand that, but you drink a Pinot Grigio though. It's the wrong color, and bad enough it's not even the bottle Pinot Grigio. It's the box Pinot Grigio. That Franzia, you know what I'm saying? The plastic bag on the inside with the spigot on the outside. She don't run in the wine, fill in her glass. Only God can judge. God is my only judge. That's the wine sound. That's the sound you need to make it when you please your lady, Mr. Little Bit. You been together for a little bit. My mother's ministry is preventing me from getting hoes. My mother's ministry is cock blocking. She could be at the pearly gates right now. The Lord would be like, Mrs. Scott, what did you do to deserve to get to the kingdom of heaven? I blocked myself from having over 1,000 thoughts that let me through the pearly gates, boo-boo, and I better get the big cloud on the west wing, extra puffy, extra fluffy, with the Netflix included. They got streaming services in the clouds, you know what I'm saying? They got streaming services in the cloud. Nah, that's not the reason why I had no kids. The real reason why I had no kids, you know what I'm saying, before I went my woman is whenever I would get lucky, see, I can throw that in there, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not, you know, I'm with somebody, but whenever I get lucky, when I used to get lucky and have sex with a woman, you know what I'm saying, I cook her like a nice little breakfast while she's still asleep, and when she's not paying attention, I put a Plan B pill in her coffee. You know what I'm saying? With Bill Cosby like accuracy. Dogs. Steph Curry like for look at the wrist. Look at the wrist. And then my homeboy was like, yo, my boy Cliff, he was like, yo, you stupid as fuck. Why don't you just use a condom? I said, cause she gonna notice the rubber flowing in the cup, you dumb motherfucker. We know for a fact coffee does not dissolve condoms. I tried it with my ex. I almost choked that motherfucker to death. She was choking on her Trojan and her Folgers. Choking on the Trojan and her Folgers. Choking on the Trojan and her Folgers. Choking on the Trojan, choking on the Trojan, choking on the, that's gonna be the new song. Choking on the Trojan and her Folgers. I'm just a nasty girl. Choking on the Trojan and her Folgers. We just made a song together. Now we're gonna get this ass cap money, you know what I mean? I do need to have kids though. As far as we know, that's how we live forever, spreading our genes and our legacy until Elon Musk invent the nanotechnology to make us immortal. That's what we got to deal with, just fucking and making babies and shit, man. And if I have some children, you know I got my lady, I don't want to have elderly children, you know. I got to go to the motherland, you know. Got to go to Africa, have myself a beautiful baby with a chocolate African sister like yourself, man. One, because I'm light-skinned, I'm trying to get back to my roots, man. We got to bring our color back, man. We're losing this race. There's too many light-skinned mixed people. But that's not the main reason. You want to know the main reason why I got to go to Africa to have a child with an African sister, man? You want to know the main reason? Because the infomercials in the 80s and the 90s, and Sally Struthers told me it only costs 25 cents a day to raise a healthy African black baby, man. That's only $7.50 per month. I can afford that. I pay more for Disney Plus. And I don't even watch that shit. Just like how I'm not gonna watch that baby. Hey, my dad never watched me. I'm following in my father's footsteps, which happen to be not so big because he's only 5'6". He has very little shoes. He get discounts though, because under size 9, the shoes be under $100. I've been up here for a minute. I'm gonna let y'all go with this, man. Before I met my lady, I was real bitter. I was real frustrated. I was fatter. I used to listen to a lot of Kevin Samuels. Had me feeling myself a little bit, Definitely, it's encouraging, helping my style, but I was just setting like unrealistic standards. And I had this dating motto: you either adore me or ignore me. And this is some advice like fellas can really find, man. If the chick ain't in love with you and don't adore you immediately, leave that motherfucker alone. The best situation is when they all into you. But when you're not that handsome like myself, when you're not that accomplished, that shit don't work, you probably gonna die alone, be by yourself for the rest of your life. Luckily, I got my lady. She's crazy. She has terrible taste. Nah, I'm all right. But you still, you gotta shoot your shot, though. You still gotta take a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did. Before my lady, at the end of a comedy show, I saw this beautiful chocolate sister conservatively dressed, sipping on a martini. I approached her gingerly and I asked her, I said, ma'am, I think you're gorgeous. I would love to take you out sometime. She was like, that's all well and good, but I just gave my life to Christ and I'll only be dealing with a preacher or a pastor. I said, you only be dealing with a preacher? She was like, yep. I said, you only be dealing with a pastor? She was like, yep. I said, well, you know what? You came to the right place. I was looking at you. You was looking real beautiful, like a sexy chocolate Kim Kardashian. I'm going to take you to breakfast. I'm going to take you to lunch. I'm going to take you to dinner. I'm going to buy you those red shoes, that spaghetti strap dress, that Chanel perfume. The only stipulation, we got to go to the hotel and have some consummation. We're not yet married, so it's really fornication. And if you have a baby, if you get pregnant, I'm gonna catch the Holy Ghost. And then I say ghost, I meant ghost literally. But I'm not gonna be in that child's life. My daddy wasn't there for me, so I'm not gonna be there for that kid. I'm following in my father's footsteps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my time. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, look at this 50. God damn.
If y'all interested, I got t-shirts in the back. It is what it is. Come see me if you want one. I got multiple sizes. And I got another shirt called Everybody Need More Green. Break and make up Chris Brown. And have a good night. Peace.
A round of applause for Mr. Mo Green. Oh man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Round of applause for Gannett, the owner of this establishment. For letting us do this in here. Just to let y'all know, we got a free show on Mondays, man, and Saturdays, man. We staying consistent with this, man. And hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all keep supporting live comedy. Round of applause to all the other comedians, man, that y'all see. Hey, man, feel free to stick around, you know, order some more drinks and kick it, man. They're gonna play some music, man, if y'all want to kick it with Mo. All right, appreciate y'all.